expert Greg Riley is here. And who's our friend this morning?
This is Rocky. Believe it or not, he's one of my dogs, the newest dog. One of my many, probably too many. But anyway, yeah, this is Rocky. So apologize for those who are used to Annie, so I just figured I'd bring him instead. And
we're here today to talk about all the different kinds of things to help keep your pet safe for the upcoming summer season.
Correct. Basically, the most important thing is obviously keep your pet cool, provide a lot of water, not only for your small animals, but also for your large animals, horses and cattle and so forth. The other big thing that we're going to be probably focusing on this year is going to be, say, fleas and mosquitoes. Now, Dave and I had been talking the last few days about these rainfall totals, and they're just absolutely incredible.
And I've noticed this just with the kids out in the front yard. We go out every afternoon, we get a little swing or whatever, and just play outside. And I've just noticed in the past 2 or 3 days, more bugs, more mosquitoes, just gnats. I mean, just everything around. And it seems like the incubation period from all the rain showers that we had back, and we were running through some of the numbers. I mean, we had over, I wrote them down because I can't remember, over 8 inches of rain in April when we normally get 3. We've already this month had over 5 inches of rain when we normally only get 4. So we got that in the first 10 to 15 days. 15 days,
yeah. Right. So the biggest thing that we're going to be probably facing is obviously mosquitoes, what we were just talking about, and probably fleas. If you have a lot of standing water around, even from just, say, a heartworm perspective with your dogs, that's going to be dangerous, but also it's going to be dangerous for, kids and obviously us. So
how do you prevent something like that for your pets?
I would definitely recommend keep them on a heartworm medication year-round, and the other thing that you can easily do is just walk around your property. If you have, say, a bucket or a pail that's full of standing water, dump it out. Clean your gutters. Make sure that they're nice and cleaned from debris that would hold back water and that would obviously fester and harbor these bugs.
Do we need to watch out for ticks as well?
I think ticks are going to be a little bit more prevalent this year. Obviously, Rocky Mountain spotted fever, Lyme disease is going to be really
Rocky Mountain spotted fever, that's something?
Oh, yeah.
I hadn't heard that one.
Lyme disease is going to be probably a little bit more prevalent this year, and it's really all due to the weather, more or less. It sounds really crazy, but flea season is just right around the corner for us, and more or less when I watch the weather, that's when we're going to be gauging a lot of these problems are going to be coming up.
Now, how can you treat and prevent fleas?
The best thing probably to do is obviously put some topical ointment on your dog or your cat, and obviously treat your house. You could either treat the inside of your house, I would recommend, and also treat the outside of your house. Spray right around shady areas and shrubs, bushes. That would definitely will help to keep your flea population down.
What if the dog or the pet, what if it just gets infested with fleas? You catch some fleas, you find them in the house. What do you do after the fact?
Probably the easiest thing obviously to do is give them a bath. Once you get all the fleas off, then put on the topical. And then once that is done, a lot of people seem to think, well, I don't have to do anything else. But the fleas are probably still in your house, so that's when I would recommend go to Menards or Lowe's or something along those lines and get some area treatment sprays.
Right?
Something for the house, yeah.
And you mentioned this at the very beginning, it hit 85 degrees yesterday. It is going to start to get warm, and just the simple stuff too. Keep plenty of water out for your pets. I mentioned that several times, when we get those stretches of weather where it gets to 90 degrees and just hot and muggy, don't forget about the pets either. They need water, and they can't get it themselves if you don't put enough.
Right. A lot of people like to go exercising this time of the year with their dogs. They go running and so forth.
Sure.
Keep in mind that asphalt's going to get a little bit hot and warm, and they can actually blister the pads of these dogs' paws.
So just be careful.
Just be careful.
Thanks, Greg.
Thank you, Rocky. I appreciate it. And